Okay, so Karaturn is going to be kind of our magic production city, which is kind of cool, I think. You know, it's like, it's an elf city, so if people need magic, they go to the elves. Sure. And speaking of magic, where's my wizard? Finish these nuisances off already. They're like, just annoying. He's building a settler, I believe. Yes, I'm gonna use this settler to found a little stronghold here, just so I can like pluck at any more little invasion forces coming in. I don't really want to put him here because that's kind of crowding Vaendrin, but if I put him way out here, that shouldn't be an issue. Um, and I don't want to put him here because they'll scoop up that really useful resource. So I might also put a free city though out here. So I was thinking story-wise, how do we justify this free city? Well, actually, if you put like an elven city out here and make it a free town, it could kind of be like, so we've conquered these people. They're upset about it. You know, we're rubbing shoulders. They were pagans essentially. They were almost like the Germanic tribes, and they didn't know the light of Agrila. We're teaching it to them, slowly but surely absorbing them into our empire. But right now, they're a little bit upset with the whole situation, and there's been riots. There's been some very dangerous kind of unrest going on. And so we're going to grant some of the more rowdy settlers special dispensation. We're going to say, very well, if you don't want to continue to live in the city, you're free to go and found your own little city. And so we've given them dispensation to use these lands. So that's what that's going to be. They're going to establish a little free elven town out here, and that can be kind of like they're maintaining their elven culture, their pagan traditions, and you know maybe they'll eventually understand Agrila's love, but at the same time it gets rid of the rabble rousers in this city, and this city can kind of move on beyond the whole occupation phase and into the indoctrination phase. So that's kind of like my whole idea behind this. And yeah, like I said, this is one reason I like it. There's this emergent storytelling that you kind of get going on. I also want to put it in a fortress city just because it's time we do something about these constant invasions. And I think having a fortress city, say here, would be for the best. It's almost tempting though to put it here because I don't know. You block off even more of it. You don't give them like free reign to like move off to here. But I don't know. I don't want to cut off too much land for Vaendrin, especially because if you look at Vaendrin, there's some of these mountains here, and I don't think I'm going to do too much flattening with mountainous terrain. I think I'm going to actually like allow mountains to just be around and be impassable. If I sometimes you'll come across like this situation where you have to flatten them out to like move your land units through it. I will, but I want to sort of maintain that whole idea of, oh, you know, there's these majestic mountains in the region. I don't want to flatten them just to have more land to build on. I guess what I'm trying to say. So that is the plan going forward. Okay, we have some more buildings to build. So, what are we doing with Vaendrin? Interesting. I want to focus actually on Vaendrin's growth for a bit, because I want him to outrace Karaturn. I want him to hit 10 before, or even 5. I think he will anyways. What size is the city? 4? Yeah. We might not have to focus too much on growth, but it's okay to do that a little bit in the beginning. Like we get maybe a granary going. How much food are we making? Not much, actually. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get a farm. All this nice flat land will make good farmland, so let's go for it. Okay, awesome. I've been waiting for something like this. This guy is really, really cool. Yeah, he's a rat man or a rat or whatever you call him. Let's pull him up. Take a look. Bootstrap Bill. They have a weird naming scheme for this. Oh, I also found out that actually the company Inoko Plus that makes this game, they're the biggest like Russian gaming company. Kind of cool, kind of little international business going on. And Yeah, that's why they include stuff like, this guy I guarantee was inspired by the Nutcracker um, um, opera. I think it's a ballet actually. Um, so yeah. Like remember how I mentioned, oh, it's kind of like the little Ratman from the Nutcracker ballet. It totally was. Kind of fun to find that out. And also, they have like if you find ice worlds, they'll have almost things inspired by Russian mythology, like snow maidens and other such things. So it's kind of interesting. I really like Russian fables. They're quite fun actually, and if you ever have the opportunity, pick some of them up. They're fun to go through. And you can go ahead and read the lore if you like. It's pretty funny actually. But the whole idea with this guy is, there's King Rat that you can play as. Well, this guy, he's one of the princelings. He's actually a prince, but the thing is, there's so many of them. He's like 48th in line for the throne, so he has to kind of make his own way. It's almost like in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, there's a ton of like princes, and you can be in the Saudi house, but the Saudi house has like 10,000 members. It's ridiculous in a way, but anyway, so he's royalty, but he still has to make his own way. How does he do that? Well, he hires himself out. He's pretty good mercenary. He is. Now, I'll say this much: he is inspired by like the Ratmen and the Rogues, so he's a little bit soft, and you definitely have to worry about. He's a frontline unit that is vulnerable to missile and no resistance to melee. He can be a hard hero to keep alive permanently. At the same time, he has this ability, Pillage. Now you think, oh, is that like if he attacks a city, he gets some gold? No. Every turn, this hero gives you an extra 5 gold. It's a free hero, basically. There's no maintenance apart from, you have some food maintenance and some mana. But, that's food, no big deal. Like, especially, like, honestly, he costs 1 food because with a plus 5 gold, it all the bonus food we have gets converted to gold anyway. So you see what I mean? It's almost like -1 food a turn maintaining him. Also -2 mana, but -2 mana is not much, especially for getting a really powerful, strong hero. And he can do quite a bit of melee damage, especially with death magic as he levels up. Wow, his poison abilities and stuff, they get really crazy. And I kind of like this idea, right? So we're fighting the monsters. The war is going really badly for them. We're just crushing them. And maybe this guy, he got sick of the fighting. He's like, why don't I be a little bit of a mercenary and go join the winning side? So emergent storytelling. It's kind of fun. He's considered a beast, so yeah, he gets the missile. Missiles can hurt him, but he can pass through forest, and he can attack units in forest without any penalty. Really solid. Like you want to keep this guy alive as best you can. So I think it's about time we hire a hero. So or a lord. Yeah, and it's actually tempting to put this on him. I don't remember if... Honestly, I think I'm going to save and test something. I think if you put a weapon on a hero, though, it stays there permanently. And I don't know if I'd want him to have this one, because honestly, you get the -20 melee resistance, but you want to put this on a hero that can do melee and elemental magic to just make their damage even more effective. I'm gonna do a quick save and test that. And if I can't pull it off, I'm gonna not give him it. But the other cool thing is he's one of the few heroes in the game that can dual wield weapons. So you can get some crazy like stacking effects. Like occasionally you'll get something you can buy that's like, oh, this dagger adds some death magic to your attack, or this one boosts death attack levels by a certain amount, and it can get crazy. Like it's very cool hero all around, and I'm excited that we got him. Like I said, heroes are random. You kind of like get some good ones, you get some mediocre ones, but I'm gonna actually do a little quick save, and then we'll come back and I'll say do a little test of this and see just see how. Okay, I'm back, and yeah, I did a quick test, and you can just pull the weapons off. I get a little bit kind of confused between this game and Endless Legend, which is another fantasy 4X game that I play a lot, and we'll definitely we'll do some Endless Legend at some point. I really like that one for a variety of reasons. Probably the main reason is let's see. So we have him kind of making his way over here to make that. You are going to be our fortress, so yeah, you got a bit of a march ahead of you, buddy, but just go that way. I should probably stop making all these settlers, but oh well. It's fine. Now, let's see, units. I also really like they have personality, you know, they're kind of like crazy. I'm going to give them both fine armor and the masterwork, because melee resist and missile resist is something he needs a ton of. I'm also going to start throwing some spells out. Now, I haven't been really going after the Harvest Blessings because they take 2 turns to cast, and I wanted to keep our spells available while we're at war. I'm kind of hoping, ooh, how much is this to maintain? Because that would be really good on our hero. It's 2 turns to cast. Well, for now, let's focus on getting the hero, like, all the range and melee stuff set up first. Yeah. So that should help them out with all the missile issues. Let's see here. Yeah, he's already, like, got some resist to missile now. So, yeah, definitely worth, like, with heroes, you want to give them any advantage you can find. Any kind of artifacts you can afford. Missile and melee resistance from armor. Just load them up, because the longer they stay alive, the better off they get. Like, end game, these guys are just monsters. And yeah, this is what I love about him. Look at that movement range. These guys, he's very good at kind of sneaking behind enemy forces, decimating softer units, and then sneaking away. You don't want him, though, to be kind of like up in the front, taking all the hits, because he can actually, like, get in trouble. So that's something to keep in mind. Critical hit. Critical hit for, like, 2. Alright, I think it's time to take the city. Let's have him do it, maybe.
Attack!
Just to scoot up a bit. Will we actually do enough damage? Yeah. R. And the conquest of, what is this land again? It has a strange elven name. Tyritar. Complete. So now we don't have to, like, worry so much about moving our units around, and we can start focusing down on the Ice Palace as well. So let's see, now we can move you over here or over here. We'll put them here. It's gonna kind of cut into, like, Vindeland's build space, but Vindeland can kind of spread up this way, so I think that'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. Who next? Oh, cool. So what is the plan of action for Randiftiern? Maybe we should rename that, you know, say, oh yeah, you can't convert a captured city. That's something to keep in mind. Actually, I'm tempted to build Elven Bungalow straight away. These should build on Elven Villages, and it unlocks a really good archer unit. So that's what I'm going to do. Because we'll want a couple of those, like 2 of those, I think, for our armies. Why are they good? Well, they do all kinds of nifty things. They actually can... Let's scoot forward a bit. And maybe attack... Yeah. Just kind of... Now we're clearing out this last little bit up here, so that's what we're on about. And burn them down. And probably not the best idea to put the cleric out front, actually, in case there's a werewolf up here, but I'm not seeing any, and I can hit that bird, so I kind of want to, like, I want to clear this last little bit of the map out, just really quickly, and then we can deal with this Snow Queen. we're doing okay on the Snow Queen. I mean, we will probably be able to finish her off just with a little army we have around there. So I'm not too concerned about it, but I am concerned about this 7 out of 6. It's about time for us to convert a special city because we're into the unhappiness now. And it's going to be Kingsword. What do we want, though? Do we want a shrine or a free town? I'm going to do free town. Yeah, see, and it kind of like pushes back the borders and all that. So, Kingsword, now free town, but it's going to actually make quite a bit of gold, I believe. So I'm making +2. I'm a little bit shocked. I thought with population of 8, we would get more out of it. Well, it says here +10. Oh, yeah, see, +2 for being a free town, that's the base. And then +8 from its population. So the bigger it gets, the better. You get more taxes. So I'm actually going to maintain, the fertility spell. But typically, I'll only put fertility on the free cities. I'm not going to overload them with all the really good spells. Speaking of spells, let's also slap a range resist. Now I don't remember. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he must have already gone through the portal. Yeah, here it is. I don't remember if these are temporary or not. Like, I thought they were permanent and you had to maintain them. Cause see, enchantment upkeep. But it seems like I put them on some guys and they kind of just went away. Oh well. I don't know. Can't explain it. Now, I don't want to get too crazy with the enchants. I'm going to start probably prioritizing putting them on, our casters, as opposed to every unit. I was just doing that in the beginning when we didn't have much else going on in our army.